Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper are returning as the Ninth Doctor and Rose Tyler in Doctor Who, but not in the way that you may think they are returning. Now, they are returning to Doctor Who in some capacity, and in today's video we're going to discuss why they will return in this way and not make a full return to Doctor Who, and the reasoning behind that, including a little bit of the sort of beef that is going on between Christopher Eccleston and the people who worked on the show back in 2005. Like Russell T Davies, Julie Gardner, all of them kind of people. So we're going to really go through and discuss this, and then we're going to discuss the return and what we know about this return, which should be a thing now. So yeah, this is a little bit older news, but nevertheless we are going to cover it and give you as much detail as humanly possible. But just before we get into this video, if you enjoy Doctor Who and you enjoy Doctor Who content in any way, that is reviews or whether that is, leaks and news or updates or any of that kind of stuff, then hit that subscribe button on this YouTube channel, because we drop brand new Doctor Who content every single week without fail. And we're dropping a hell of a lot of Doctor Who content recently, so hit that subscribe button and smash a like on this video for more Doctor Who content on this channel. I always really appreciate all the support that I am getting on these videos. So yeah, smash a like and hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get into this video. So, here is a little bit of an article to sort of sum this up a little bit. So, this is coming from the official Doctor Who page. So, this is as legit as you can get it. So, the post says, "The trip of a lifetime continues. Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper are reuniting for a new series of audio adventures with Big Finish." Now, this is kind of interesting because this could mean a couple of things. Number one, I'm not massively into the Big Finish audio stuff. My main point of viewing on Doctor Who is just the main show and all of the spin-off shows surrounding it. Torchwood, Sarah Jane Adventures, The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is coming soon, and yeah, just a lot of the visual content with Doctor Who, more so than the Big Finish audios and stuff. But nevertheless, this is still quite exciting, and with Christopher Eccleston having a very big issue with the BBC and Russell T Davies and everyone who worked on that show back in 2005, fans have been asking if he's coming back to reunite and do Doctor Who with Big Finish, is there a chance that is there a chance that Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper could reprise their role in Doctor Who at some point? Now, we have seen Billie Piper come back to Doctor Who in like the 50th anniversary, etc. So, I mean, we can confidently say that Billie Piper would probably come back to Doctor Who. Now, Christopher Eccleston is a different story entirely, because he has a bit of an issue with the main people who produce and write and create Doctor Who at the moment. And that is Russell T Davies and his team, which have came back to produce the new series of Doctor Who. So, what kind of things could this mean? Well, one thing that this could mean is that, Christopher Eccleston is probably a little bit more open to returning now, considering he's came out and done Big Finish, and he's doing this, and it just really builds a little bit more confidence that maybe we might just get a chance to see him back in the original series. But for that to happen, I think it would mean Russell T Davies has got to go, and if somebody was like a new showrunner was running the entire show, and none of them original people who were involved in the show were still there. Possibly, it's a possibility, but Russell has said, Christopher Eccleston has said himself that, you know, as long as Russell Davies is there, he doesn't want anything to do with modern Doctor Who, or at least, you know, the main show. But nevertheless, it is nice to see that, you know, Christopher Eccleston still has a huge passion and love for the show, hence why he's doing Big Finish. And a lot of the things is you know, you think because Christopher Eccleston doesn't get on with Russell T Davies and doesn't work very well with the team who were working on the show at the time, and I heard a lot that there was a lot of big issues on set and a lot of work related issues and publicity issues and just so many different problems and issues going on with that first season that, you know, that's why Russell T Davies ultimately left the role. And I don't think he was massively treated very well when he left the role either. And I think that's part of the reason as for why, you know, Russell, you know, he doesn't really work well with Russell T Davies or want anything to do with a Doctor Who which is run by Russell T Davies. But nevertheless, it does still show that he still has a huge love and passion for the show and is willing to come back to do Big Finish. So maybe in many, many years' time, we may get that Christopher Eccleston Ninth Doctor return that we've all been wanting for a very, very long time. Because personally, the Ninth Doctor's era is such a good one, but it's one that we just didn't get enough of. In my opinion, I think there's a lot of very, very strong episodes in that first series, and I love the Ninth Doctor. I love Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor as well. It is just a massive shame that he only had one series, and I would love to see him come back for a special or an episode, but currently, as Doctor Who is being run right now, I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't think, unless there was some big changes, that it would happen in that sense. So let's have a little look at this extra. So, here is a quote from Christopher Eccleston himself. So, Christopher Eccleston said, "I am so happy to be back recording more adventures for the Ninth Doctor with Billie." Again, that is really, really cool that he says that he's actively excited to record some new adventures. So, he still loves the show. I don't think My Doctor exists without Rose. He's a one-man, one-companion kind of alien. We've explored him on his own at Big Finish and as a loner, but there is resilience and bravery and deep empathy to Billie as Rose. That's why I do this. They complete each other. So, yeah, he says that he is excited to work with Billie Piper again, and it is really, really nice to see Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper back together again. And especially when this piece of information was made, it wasn't too far off the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who 2005. So, to think that 20 years later that they can still work on things together is really, really cool. And that's one of the beauties of Doctor Who, that actors can come back, actors can come and do other things as well, like extended stuff like Big Finish, and it's possible. It's made possible by the show. So, yeah, just a really, really nice piece of news to be reporting on today on Doctor Who. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Do you like the Ninth Doctor? Do you like Christopher Eccleston? Would you like to see him back? And how likely do you think that the Ninth Doctor would come back and we could see another Ninth Doctor story again? Or like an actual live action episode again? Because it would be really, really nice to get him back for a special and have him back in the show again and see a bit more of the Ninth Doctor. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And yeah, that's basically the end of this whole video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. As always, hit that subscribe button for more Doctor Who content. We've got so much Doctor Who content on the way on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.